Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters Ashtar Command Night. Coming up at 11 o'clock, or after 11, we'll have April joining us. April and myself will be doing this together. So I just came on here a little bit early. It's 10:53, almost near 11. Good evening, everybody. We'll have a lot to talk about. April will have a lot to talk about. She has been off planet the last few nights, and we're going to be dealing with the cosmic stuff that's going on around the planet, off the planet. There are things you need to know, things that are happening, and it's really important that you know these things. The media doesn't know it. The people in the secret government know what they're doing. We're going to tell you what's happening tonight. A lot of things have developed. So at 11 o'clock or after 11, when April comes in here, we'll be bringing April on from Vermont, who's been going off planet over at least 200 times since I've known her. And we're part of a group of 5. Lobola, good to see you. So we're going to talk about the group of 5, give you a brief introduction when April gets in here. She's live right now, she is, but she'll be coming here. I've spoken to her earlier. She'll be joining me live on the show here. And we'll be, so we've already talked earlier, a couple hours ago. But I'm on here just a little bit early. I've got the lighting all set. Actually, it's perfect. A lot of things you're going to want to know about, and certain things that are happening that we'll get into. So you're going to get an updated Ashtar Command report from off planet. I'll call it an Ashtar Command report from off planet to just keep it that way. And just to give you a little bit of background, I'm Commander Alian, host of Encounters, also with NPR Pacifica Radio for 21 years, a contactee. I'm myself. Hey, Lucas, everybody. I've had numerous sightings of what I call spaceships of different sizes, or UFOs, since the 60s. I've been actively conscious of my connection with the Ashtar Command when I became old enough in my adult life to know that. When I met my friend Ashtar Athena in New York State, who was doing a workshop, and she was from Sedona, Arizona. And from there on, everything had changed, my whole concept of reality. Are you okay tonight? Yeah, we're doing good. Good to see you, Jan. We're excited, but we have some real things to talk about when April and I get on here tonight. I'm already on here. April will be joining us. She's live right now, but she'll be coming over here to the live. And we've already spoken earlier. So there's a lot of things you're going to hear about tonight. If you're not watching the show, you should be. There's a lot of real information we're going to give to you. We're going to try to give it to you in a way that will be presentable to the social media that we're on. And we're just going to give you real information. And there's been a lot of activity going on, as you already know. You're all aware there's 2 things going on right now. We've talked about these orbs. We've talked about these other things. We're going to tell you straight out what's happening, because there are certain things going on that are, put it this way, they're trying to stop contact. I'll give you a little bit of a teaser there. They're trying their best to stop it, but we're going to get into that. When April gets on here, we're going to talk about that. And if you're here to watch it, you're going to know what's going on. So please share, like, and follow. Who is us? Dreamin' Annie. Hey, Dreamin' Annie. The Ashtar Command, and then there's the other side, which is the other group. We'll get into it. We're doing good all day. Good to see you up there in Canada, in Quebec. So you're going to be in for some information tonight. There's a lot of really crazy things going on. Hey, Pink Starlight. Hey, Chesno. Chesno's one of my moderators. I want to say hello. Chesno's a friend, also in the same state, and a moderator. He's also part of a group of 5 that are going to, at some point, be connected and will be taken on a ship at some point down the road. We don't know when that is, though. M8ZE9 drones around my house as we speak, just hovering, sticking, and moving slightly. Interesting. About 10:58 in the evening, Melissa Neal, welcome. After 11 o'clock at some point, we should have April dropping in here. We'll bring April up live on the program here. This is our Ashtar Command Night. This is an important night. This is a night where we are in our space consciousness. So I'll be operating as your talk show host, but we are both operating, operating in space consciousness. What does that mean? Or you can say cosmic consciousness, if you want to put it that way. So we're going to be operating in the highest level of consciousness that you can actually operate in here. We are, when she comes in here, I just let you know, we are representatives, Chesno included, and maybe many of you out there might be as well, who are here at Starseed. But we are representatives of what is called the Ashtar Command, or Ashtar Galactic Command. The Ashtar Command, or Ashtar Galactic Command, are space people, beings, people, from all different walks of life from other planetary systems. And some of us live on Earth, like myself, and many of you who have come here that know your starseed, you know where you come from. So you're here on Earth in a human form. That's a starseed. But you have full conscious memory that you come from somewhere else. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Michelle. So when April gets here, we're going to switch it over to her to give us what's going on right now. We're going to discuss what's happening. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it all, so you're up to date on what's happening off-planet and on our planet. And I can speak about the actions of what we call the secret government. The secret government is different than your surface government. The secret government is the ones that do operations that you don't know about. That's why they call them the secret government. Their operations are not even known to some people on the surface, on the what you call the surface government, your Congress, your prime ministers, they're not privy to that knowledge. Okay. Hey, Green Time Machine, good to see you. You got some phenomenal stuff going on there constantly with the spaceship. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Green Time. Hey, UFO, UAP Sky Scanner, good to see you, brother. Yes, so when April gets here, we're going to get into what's happening. And she should be here shortly. Hey, Tommy Taylor, good to see you, brother. Always Green Time, always Green Time. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. And everybody coming in here. We live in a world that with the energies are right now, I can tell you today, there's something with the energies today. They were all over the place. I was like, what is going on here? I think it's Jules. When direct contact for the planet happens, yes, it will be not limited to a few. It'll be when we have mass contact, yes. The answer is yes. Yeah, the sky was, Tracy, interesting for sure. Absolutely. The energies were really weird today and tonight. Oh, you're welcome. Energies are real. Hey, sis, welcome. So you're in for quite a show tonight. If you've never been on an Ashtar Command show on Saturday nights and you're new to the program, hey, Kerry, on all the shows we do regularly, usually Sunday through Friday, that's our regular encounters. Every Saturday night, we devote our time to our space brothers and sisters of the Ashtar Command or Ashtar Galactic Command. Teresa Peterson, is Earth going to remain? The Earth is going to be shifted into what we call a renewal or a new Earth. So our planet that we live on is going to be renewed. It's going to be cleaned up from the mess, so to speak. Team Atala, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Thank you, Butch. I appreciate it. Hey, Elvira, good to see you. So I got on just a little bit early. It's 11:03. And when April gets here, we'll bring her on right live here. She'll be joining us tonight on the show. Good evening, everybody coming in here. Tracy, thank you for the share. Saturday nights, we don't use the green screen. We're using cosmic lighting, so to speak, to give you the energy sense of just feeling at peace, feeling the understanding of peace. Herm Dog, good to see you, Herm Dog. Welcome to the show. Teresa Peterson, thank you for the share. Elvis King, Carrie, hey, good to see you. Oh, she's doing healing. When she's done with the healing, she'll come back. She'll come here. She has to obviously finish the healing up first, but she'll be here. Judy Jude, good to see you. Yeah. So when she's done with the healing, I'm sure she'll shift over here after she's done. She has to take care of that person. That's important. Frank the Tank, good to see you. Medeth, I think it is. Medera, I think it's Madeira. We got a siren going by, an ambulance. If that doesn't make things interesting. So a lot of things, I'll talk in general for now until she gets here. OG, good to see you. Oh, fire trucks too. Wow. Ambulances and fire trucks, Wow, talking about crazy energies tonight. But a lot of stuff is going down. Hey, Bonnie, good to see you. Marinee, good to see you. And everyone, Lynn, Newton, Jason, Peterson, Willie, Mikes, Judy Williams. Hey, Judy. Liv something, Yenny. I think it's Yenny. Hi, Yenny. User 401, Lisa Huff. Thank you very much for that comment. You have been in mess all day. Well, hopefully tonight you'll feel better. But we're going to be talking about, hey, Mary, hey, good to see you. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff going down. There's a lot of stuff happening. Greetings, Mike. And the public needs to know the truth of what's going on here. We've talked about, hey, Spiritual Abstract. We've talked about, hey, J9. We've talked about the space cities in our oceans, the mer people in our oceans. Thank you. The mer people that have families that live in our oceans, and they do. We've talked about a number of things, okay? Right now, when April gets here after doing the healing that she's doing for somebody, we're going to get into what's happening here. Now, I'm going to premise this from something, and I would put this into the context of the 1940s and 50s to get started. I'm going to work our way through where we are right now, okay? Tricia, welcome. Jess Jr., welcome. Leah, welcome. So I'm working tonight as your host, but I'm going to speak as an Ashtar commander. I'm going to be speaking as who I am. And I am a space being in this bodysuit, this human, what you call human condition, human suit. Twiggy, good to see you. Another one. I think it's another fire truck. Horseman, welcome, Horseman. Yvonne, welcome, Yvonne. Work folk, welcome. Hey, good to see you, work folk. 758. DT Free 700, thank you for the follow. Tommy, thank you for joining us. What I'm going to talk about is leading up to where we are now in this decade, okay? Because it all started a long time ago, what was happening. Cosmic Christie, welcome. So let's take a look at what was done to our planet within the last 70 years. And then we're going to work up when April gets here to what's going on right now. Okay, good question. Well, they breathe. They breathe differently because they can swim in the water. They live in the ocean. Their whole body makeup is a little bit different. They can actually breathe in through the water. The mer people, so they don't have to. They do have families, and they do have places where they live in the oceans. The space people, possibly a little bit of that. And also the space people that have been here for billions of years live in our oceans, or in the depths of our oceans. And they have been here for billions of years, not 100 years or 70 years. They've been here all the time. We as surface dwellers have been doing our crazy stuff for as long as humanity has been around. But let's take a trip down 70 years ago. Let's take a trip down to the 1940s, maybe the 50s. And let's talk about something that really started happening against human beings on this planet. A lot of things have been done. Thank you for the share. I appreciate it. A lot of things have been done. Now, I know, because my father talked about it when he was alive, that in the subways of New York, this is a true story, and I'm going to lead up to 2025, just so you know what we do to our own human Earth people here, what we've done to Earth people here. In the subways of New York in the 1940s or 50s, my father told me this, he was in the Air Force, that the CIA did some testing, and again, this is for entertainment purposes only, of using certain things that would make people react in the subway. Palladium Rainbow, good to see you. I don't know if that was the beginning or was a test. They were testing things on how humans would respond. You know, and hey, good to see you, Starseed, Lightworker United. So they tested these things that actually caused people, including what they call nerve gas. Anyone knows what nerve gas is? Again, my father was in the Air Force. He told me some stories. Okay. And people, there were problems. Things happened. They did it, and I don't know if it's documented, but that's when things started. In our oceans, off the coast of New York, for example, what do you think they did with nerve gas canisters? I'm going to lead our way up to 2025. This all kind of interconnects and relates to what's going on to our planet. What did they do with the nerve gas? They threw it in the ocean. They dumped it into the ocean off the coast of New York. This is absolutely true. Okay. As we go forward, and I'm using one specific example, we can also go to things that were done with the testing growing up as a kid of nuclear bombs. All these things lead up to the planet we live on. The nuclear testing above ground in Nevada, which is true. Many people that lived through that, the fallout of the radiation, how many people had cancer from that radiation, and it's all documented if you do the historical lookup, okay, leading up to where we are now. The Cold War, with the threat of destruction through the use of these nuclear weapons, so to speak, thank goodness there was intervention, or else you would not be here right now. Do you realize that? I don't know how old people are. I don't know what decade you were born. The reason why you are here breathing right now is because of the Ashtar Command, because of the space people, because they dismantled nuclear silos. They shut them down. That's wild. Hey, that's wild. And lots of, yeah, you're right, work folk. Yep, absolutely true. Disclosure. Disclosure is coming. And when it does happen, it's going to not come from any government. It's going to come from the Ashtar Command. When disclosure happens, it's going to be the space people that are going to disclose disclosure. It's not going to come from the government. There are people here that obviously want to tell the truth, but it's going to come from above. And it's also going to come from below. Above and below. Yeah, clearing these dark timelines to love. Absolutely correct. Hey, one rabbit catcher, and everybody coming in here. So, until April gets in here, I'm giving you some information that you need to know historically about our planet. And when I say it's going to come from above and come from below, I absolutely do mean that. Let me see. Is April here yet? Let's see if she's done. Not bringing people up right now. I might. When April gets here, we might bring some people up here when we get on here together. So keep, and again, we will get into, hopefully, answering some stuff here. But as we get into the phase we're in right now, we're going through some really intense times at the moment. I know people are feeling the intensity. I know it. I mean, I'm feeling the intensity. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you so much. There are forces, and when April gets here, we're going to get into what happened and what is happening, what we're dealing with. Because we are dealing with a situation, and I'll put it this way. There are forces. Yeah, she'll be coming in, Darren. She'll be coming in here after she's done doing the healing with somebody. We're dealing with forces that wish to make sure that you do not have contact with the star people. There are those on Earth, okay, powers that be, so to speak, that are working with what we would call negative ETs, that are trying to have a last-ditch effort to stop contact. Okay, and I'm talking. Hey, have fun. So I'm talking very seriously about what's going on here. I'm not going to get into specifics until we get April on here, because she's been off the planet she's been off the planet a lot, because there's a lot going on. Earth in spinning with. Try stepping on. Yeah. So it is. I am. Hi, Commander. Good to see you. Everybody coming in here. Hey, White Spider Angel. Good to see you. Sonia. Everybody. Ellie Fox. Welcome, Ellie. So I'm operating tonight in my Ashtar Command consciousness. I'm operating in Cosmic Christ consciousness. I'm being who I truly am. Hey, Rita Lynn, good to see you. I don't channel anything. Owen, welcome. Lavola, good evening. Lisa, hey, Days, good to see you. Everybody, Debbie, hello. Marie, I think it's Mar. Eric B1118. There's a lot going on. You have situations of the space being that was in stasis that woke up and spoke to somebody. I have it posted on my main page here. Please follow. Please press the follow button on my logo, on my bio page. Please, follow, like, and share. Gigi Brilliant. So there's a cosmic spiritual thing going on, what we call lower vibe ETs, working with specific secret government operations to try to stop contact. And April's going to give you the lowdown on what they've been doing on our Earth. Things you don't even know about. The things that I know that she told me, and there's a lot more to talk about when she gets here. The things that they have done are against everything we believe in. It goes against everything, against universal law, against unconditional love. It goes against everything we believe in. No, they can't. But they're going to try, Starseed. You're absolutely correct. They can't stop it. But they're really, when you find out what's been happening, they're really trying to do some really underhanded stuff here. And hey, Kit Kat. Vanny, welcome, Dreaming Annie, good to see you. DM Ski, welcome to Ashtar Command Night. We do this every Saturday night, Dan, welcome. And we welcome everybody to learn about the Ashtar Command because it's real. I am part of it. I'm part of the ground crew of the Ashtar Command. Amidst George Bell, the Art Bell, Mad Dog. I think you mean Art Bell. I was on his show many years ago when he was in that trailer. I called up one night after 1 a.m. in the morning to talk to him. White Spider Angel. Yes, thank you. Art was really good, Mad Dog. He was one of a kind. He was one of those really rare people that we loved listening to. He was awesome. I spent the whole hour, maybe half hour, when I got on his show late at night at 1 a.m. I couldn't believe I was calling up on an AM station, Art Bell, and talked about the Ashtar Command. And we had a whole discussion. So yeah, so tonight is Ashtar Command Night. The Nordic from Antarctica died in a helicopter crash. Yeah, we got to be careful where that's coming from because we don't know that that is what happened. So we have to be careful about those things, I think. You know, that's the other part of me that studied news and media when I was in college. But I can tell you that there's nothing, no matter what happens, there's nothing in the end that can stop direct contact. There's going to be attempts to try, hey, Jersey for Life, there's going to be attempts, there have been attempts. It's already started. There have been attempts to try to stop contact. Yeah, I don't listen to the channelers. When the channelers start saying that, I don't believe it. That's why I have problems with channeling. Don't listen to the channelers. Unless there's real information, they do not know that to be true. You know? But what is true is that this person did wake up from stasis, and we know at least that much. The other part, if it comes from channelers all over the place, please don't go there. Go with the channelers on that. Retired grandma, welcome. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Interesting. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. I am aware of it. I'm trying to just stay really focused. I know there's a lot of things going on here that are crazy. Yeah. I tend not to always listen to Bashar Dalanka. The one thing I will say, and we all can feel, we don't need Bashar to tell us this. I said this a long time ago when I first got on here and before I got on to TikTok, that we are, hey, Pittsburgh, good to see you, that we are going to have contact. So when you listen to what I and April talk about here, because April physically goes on the ship, and so the Ashtar Command is here. There are more fleets coming to Earth. Hey, Day, good to see you. Fossey Jane, hello, good evening. 52 Larry, welcome to our show. And so it's really important. Hey, Liberation, namaste. It's really important that we stay really focused, laser focused. Yeah, she'll be coming in here as soon as she's done whatever she was doing some healing work. She'll be coming in here pretty soon. And we'll be talking to her live. But there's a lot of stuff going on. And I was briefed a little bit earlier today when I was talking to her. And I guarantee you, hey, Johnny Perry, welcome to the show. We're doing good, Liberation. I hope you're doing well, brother. And everybody here. Sending love from the command all over the world to everybody. Sending love to everybody out there. Hey, Arthur. Good to see you, brother. Terry. Roy. Welcome, Roy. Oh, beautiful. JP. Hello, JP. I like the symbol. You have a very beautiful symbol there. So Bobby, I think Bob Bogart, I can talk about broadcasting all over the world. I can tell you that there will be a time when, right before contact happens, that every transmitter, and I can say this, will be overtaken. All the news stations, there is a plan in place for that. I'm going to be a part of that whole operation. And love is a powerful vibration. So there is a plan. When that time comes, you'll see. There's definitely a plan where all the broadcast stations, I think radio, everything will be, pretty much overridden by Ashtar Command broadcast. Well, it's coming up soon. Hey, Dreaming Annie. Towards the end of the year or whenever this is supposed to happen. So we don't control the plan. The Ashtar Command people on the ships, the councils, they control when they're going to do this. They have everything pre-planned. The only thing we can do is get people prepared. And all I can do is be honest and just give you what I know. I can't make it up. I can't make something up that I don't know. I mean, you could, but what good is that going to do? But what we can tell you is the honest truth. And when April gets here, she'll be sharing some updates about what's going on. It's now about 11:23 in the evening. Hey, Hope, good to see you. Good to have you here with us. Right now, on the surface, the world leaders, how will they react? Great question. Some of them might honestly react very positively to it, that aren't being corrupted or whatever. But the ones that are corrupted might not be very happy about it. Yeah, Stargazer, she's going to be coming in here in a little bit. I talked to her earlier tonight. I know she's doing a healing thing on her live, so once she gets done with that, hopefully she'll be in here. But I can tell you, some of the world leaders that are just, who are straight out honest, I think they'll take it well. The ones in the big countries, I'm not sure. I think some of the individual people and their governments might be very happy about it, and some of them might not be. Part of the first contact, good question, Dreaming Annie. So part of what's happening now is you're seeing a mixture of things all over the planet, in your skies and everything. And those things you're seeing are both orbs, which represent the positive, and what you call those drones that have been reported throughout the news. So we can use that word because it's been reported on big TV stations. It's not like a word that doesn't exist. My perception of that is that the real drones are basically government-operated drones by our government. The orbs are coming from a higher state of consciousness. And we've talked about that. Good evening, Bozella. Good to see you. The orbs are coming from a higher state of consciousness. Native Tribe, welcome, Native Tribe. Enlightened Jess, welcome. Angie, welcome. Catherine, Lee. A Lee, I guess it is. A Lee, welcome. Jason Gira, welcome, Jason Gira. Brenda, welcome, Brenda. Jeff, welcome, Jeff. Marlene Martin, welcome. Darren, welcome. Jeanette, I think Kinger. Jimmy says, yes, I've heard of the Convention Mill. Yes, so when the government and again, with the Ashtar Command, yes, that was last night. I spoke to April earlier today. She'll be coming here. If you want to give her, go back in the room and just give her a little reminder. She should be, if she's not doing any healings right now, she should be coming in here very shortly. Francine, welcome. Georgia Peace, welcome. For those just coming in, hey, Half Pint, Commander, interesting, yeah. Jessica Jane, Manny, just did okay, Maya, thank you. We're doing great. We're doing great, and you're welcome, Francine. We're glad to have you with us here if you've never been here before. Jeanette, welcome. Darko, welcome. Rita Lynn, let's see. Creative Dive 25. Hey, Australia, welcome. Hey, Carrie 79, good to see you, sister. And it's just good to see everybody coming in here. This is a night that you're going to hear us talk about. It says, Commander, do you ever sow a room of welcoming vibrations to those wanting to contact? I think you're asking me, do I ever something, I'm not sure, sow a room? I'm not sure what that means. Welcoming vibrations to those wanting contact. Can you rephrase the question? You're 5 a.m. in Germany, Mama Gaga, thank you. Good to see you, 5 a.m. in Germany. Welcome, Germany. Hello, 1590. Thank you. We appreciate that. Marilyn, welcome, Steph. I think it's Steph Poe, Joe 519, Kitty Mama, welcome. Crooked Accents. Oh, it's 527. Daniel, welcome. Lori. And again, you're watching Ashtar Command Night here on Encounters on KCWM 23. So we're getting into what's happening with the Ashtar Command, who the Ashtar Command is. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the command, it would be the opposite of all the negative ET stuff that you've seen for whatever amount of years you've been seeing it. Neon, good to see you, Neon. So all the things with the abductions and the negative ETs, now you're going to hear about there's another side to the cosmic coin. And the other side is us. What is us? Us is the star seed. Us is those that have come here consciously, who woke up to where they came from. Us is those that are the Ashtar Command, the Ashtar. She's still doing the healings? Okay, well, when she's done with the healing, she'll be here. We got plenty of time. So the us is who we are. The us is you. You are us. I am you. You are me. We actually met through here. I came from Facebook, and my daughter told me about TikTok over 3 years ago. I said, "Oh, what's TikTok? I know about it." And I used to think it was a bunch of kids, but boy, was I wrong about that. So 3 years ago, when I came up here, I was trying to figure out what should I be doing on here. I just kind of looked at what people were doing, and I found there were a lot of adults here doing different things. It wasn't just a bunch of kids on here, and it was really a lot of people of different types. Hey, Lupita. I met her when I started my show Encounters, and when I talked about Ashtar Command, that's how I met her, and her name was Friends with Fairies, and she talked about her fairy connections. Not too far after that, she was taken off planet by the Ashtar Command, and she met her parents on the ship. Then to find out that I also, on the same ship, have parents on the ship that her parents aren't. Then to find out that Kit Kat, who's one of our friends here who I know personally, also from Long Island, had family members on the same ship. And then Chesno, and then Johnny of the Third Kind. So it's interesting. We're all in the same region of the planet. We're all within New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut, and then April is in Vermont. So that's how we met. It was an organic thing. Hey, Zachary, it was an organic thing. It wasn't anything planned. None of us knew each other, and that's where it all started. And my show went viral after so long, after so many years, and here we are now. So, hey, Jared, thanks for joining us. Yeah, Diane, you were okay. So we've known each other, all of us, the five of us. Chesno, who's also one of my moderators here. We've known each other for over 3 years now. So it's quite a blessing, that we're working together. And we've also been, we've gone through many changes together. We've seen many different things. All of us, people that have followed my show, know that, know it's things have like really amped up since the first night I was on here 3 years ago. And I'm really have come a long way on my social medium here to know what I'm doing in terms of where we're going and what we're doing. My partner went on a craft yesterday. No one will believe me. Jesse Ray. Jesse Ray will believe you. Excuse me. Jesse Ray, I'm going to follow you. Let's see here. Could I do that? Jesse, we're going to follow you. And I'm going to have people follow you to get your numbers up. Jesse Ray has a partner that went on a spaceship yesterday. I hope it was a positive spaceship. I don't have 1 million. I don't have 1 million viewers unless. Whoops. Let me take a look here. Hold on. My cable thing came off here. I want to make sure I don't lose power. Just give me a second here. Okay, here it is. All right, we're good. It's up to 30 now. Good. Everyone follow her. Jesse, we will on our regular nights, we'll usually do interviews. So, but stay here because we're talking about Ashtar Command, and if you don't know what that is, the Ashtar Command are the space people, the positive people of light. The Ashtar Command are the good people versus all the negative stuff you see on social media and Discovery Channel and all that. They all show these documentaries of ugly-looking space people or beings. The Ashtar Command, how can exactly April's pipes froze? That's not good. But the Ashtar Command represents the complete other opposite of the coin. And welcome everybody coming in here. I know people are coming in from other parts of the world in different time zones. So welcome everybody from Europe, Asia, Africa, the United States, North America, South America, Central America, little islands, wherever you may be, welcome. Again, I'll just put a general welcome. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, it's really cold up there. Oh, yeah, Acid TV. Yeah, he's a friend of ours, Jesse. Yeah. Paranormal's in the Philippines. He's been with our show, watching us in the Philippines for a number of years. And how you doing there, Paranormal? Good to see you, Charles. Trust no one. I like the way you have that. Bobby Edmond, welcome to the show. Everybody coming young. Ruli. Beat 2006. Michelle, welcome, Michelle. Lavola's back. Hey, Lavola. Scotty Dog, welcome, Scotty. Alberto. Juanita. So I am from the Ashtar Command. I just want to kind of give people, Suzuki, good to see you. And my whole thing here is, as well as I do broadcasting and radio, I'm here to do mission work, which many of you who are Starseed understand that your mission work, whatever it is, can be different than my mission work, right? We all have a mission here. Everybody does. Hey, Susan. And as you proceed each day, every day is going to be different. Like today, the energies were whacked out. I mean, I was just like the energies just drove me nuts today. I don't know what was going on, but man, it was crazy. Oh, Jesse says your friend was taken up on a large crystal orb. Interesting. Interesting, Jesse. Yeah, tired all day, yeah. Well, I felt the energies in the center of my being. I'm affected by whatever happens on the planet. I get affected by it. I think some of you do too. I think we all get affected by certain energies around the planet right now. And things are pretty whacked out. And I slept all afternoon. Okay. Yeah, I went out of body for a little bit this afternoon as well. Oh, Alien Empress, thank you for sending the video. I'll take a look at it probably in the morning. You know, so I don't feel alone that we're all being affected in different ways by the energy today. I don't feel alone. Because we're all looking, oh, we're frozen pipes, okay. Those, yeah, well, yeah, she needs to take care of the frozen pipes. It's cold up there. We'll get April on next Saturday once she gets the frozen pipe situation figured out. Yeah, that's an emergency. That has to be taken care of. When she does come on, hopefully next Saturday, we have a lot to talk about, you know, a lot of things to say. I will put it this way. The one thing I will share, a long time ago last year, we talked about how the secret government, and not only secret government, but negative ETs with the government had something they used in the Pacific, in the Indian Ocean. And some of you might remember the story. So I'll give you some briefings here, just a little bit, until we can get April on next Saturday on the show. Maybe we'll try to get her on before next Saturday when she gets the pipes fixed. But last year, you remember when the portal was open, when the CERN was being operational? Yeah. So remember when that all happened with the CERN and there was a portal that was open? The Ashtar Command had to close it. When the portal was open, remember when the eclipse happened with the sun the eclipse? Anybody remember that? Hello, Kim. Good to see you, Catherine. Good to see you, Pink Tea. So when the eclipse happened, something else happened. The Leviathan, they're called the Leviathan, the government, the secret government worked to contact what they call Leviathan. And you think the Zeta are bad and the reptilians were bad. These dudes they're not good. They gave some stuff that got stuck in it, and when the Indian Ocean thing happened, the command got the other thing, and they stopped it. So something else. So when that happened in the Indian Ocean, which has been months and months and months now, the Ashtar command has been working on regenerating what was destroyed. So in the Indian Ocean at the time, April was taken on an Ashtar command ship into the ocean. This was last year. So I'm going to get you up to date on what's happening here. I'm going to save the rest of what's going on currently until she can come on here, hopefully next Saturday. What happened in the ocean was there was a weapon, so to speak, and this is for entertainment purposes only, and this is a actual talk show just to let the people who are listening in from the social media app who have seen me on here for 3 years. What happened was the ocean life was, let's say, destroyed in that region. Kit Kat, welcome. Not only was it destroyed, but there were mer people and others that lost their life in that situation. Okay? I'm telling you it's true. Including a little mer girl that was about 8 years old, maybe 9 years old. 8 or 9. Okay? The mer girl had a brother. The brother got sick from the attack. The brother was still alive at the time when April went into the ocean to try to help. April had been holding the hand of the little girl, and the little girl died. The little mer girl, she died. Okay, I'm telling you things you need to know. The little boy, when she went off planet the last few nights, she found out that the little boy, the brother of the little girl, the mer girl, the mer boy, he also died. He died too. The parents were alive. The mother and father lost their daughter, the little girl, and their little boy. Okay? I'm telling you, if you're not here watching this show tonight, you're not going to know this. You need to know this. So I'm telling you the truth. This is not channeled information. This is not made up stories. This is what was done. So a quick recap. I'll definitely do that. A little mer girl in the Indian Ocean. This happened last year. Some things got through in a portal that was closed right away by the command. They closed it. They got both. One of the things was used in the Indian Ocean that was given to them by negative ETs. The other object was captured by the command before it can be used anywhere. And those that were involved, the reptilians were involved in this too. They were also captured on a ship. The space cities that are in the Indian Ocean, they were protected, but a lot of people suffered. A lot of people got sick. You don't know this, those of you who are new here. And maybe some of you don't remember. So when I talk about a group of people within our secret government, I talk about that because we've always had what you call a surface government, and then you'll have what you call a secret government. And the secret government are those in cosmic top secret positions. They would know about this. They would know everything that's going on. Bob Bogart, the way you can block the negative ETs is through operating in cosmic Christed consciousness. And that is something we will teach people to do here on Earth. But when that little girl died, the night I heard that story last year, I was so sad. A little girl, 8 years old, a mer girl. Her parents, not only, the little girl dies, the little boy dies too from what the attack was from the negative ETs with our government. Little boy dies. You see? All because there are people in secret powers working with negative ETs that are trying to stop contact. They're trying to stop it. Can't be stopped. They're going to do everything they can. They're going to do everything they can. If they didn't have the help of the negative ETs, they can't do anything. And even with the help of the negative ETs, they can't stop it. And it's also against universal law what's happening. A universal law is a law that applies to every single planet in every solar system. It's a universal law. It's a law that exists. And when April told me earlier about the little boy, she found out that he died too. What they used against the people and the life forms in the Indian Ocean was a weapon from outer space that the Leviathan gave to the government, not the surface government. They probably don't even know about it. And that thing destroyed marine life. It destroyed vegetation. The command had to go in there after that was dealt with, and they actually have been reviving and revitalizing the life forms in the ocean. Let's see. No, I'm not bringing that person up. I had a spam person trying to get on my live. I don't know how that happens, but so they're trying to do everything they can to revitalize and replenish the areas that were, Leviathan are negative ETs, like the reptilian. They got in through a portal. The portal was closed. That was during the eclipse last year, and also when the CERN operations were operating. I think they were operating at the same time. So they thought they'd be sneaky enough to get in. But the command, don't get me wrong, the command has our ships. They are working to make sure that contact does not get stopped. There's more ships coming. More ships come. When they're coming, I don't know. They're coming from very far away. Many of the light ships that are coming from beyond this particular realm of universe are coming from all over to assist this planet. You have no idea how many ships are coming, how many space people are coming. No idea. But they are coming soon. And we just have to be patient. Not only that, not only should we not be sitting here waiting for them to come, we should be doing our diligence to make sure the planet is a planet of peace. A gypsy siren, I'm being very, very conservative when I say millions of space people. These spaceships that are coming are very big. There are thousands of space people in one ship. Teresa, the way you can help is by being consciously focused on meditation, have peace within. There'll be energies that are trying to block contact. They'll try to affect human beings. They'll try to make you confused, disoriented. That's the way the negative ETs work. Don't allow that to occur. Raise your vibrational frequencies. Even if your frequencies are the best ever, the way to do that is to get away from people, family members, get into a quiet space. You need time to do this. Everyone's going to need to do this. You're going to need to be centered now. You're going to need to be centered now. And when I speak in my space commandership, which I'm speaking as Ashtar Commander, Commander Alian, in my spiritual cosmic space commandership, I speak to you in total love. I speak to you in this way and to understand what is necessary now. This is not a game. This is not a story. This is not something that we just discuss for the sake of discussing it and have 1 million people watch us. What we're telling you is the truth. And my words that I speak are words of cosmic truth. Okay? Thank you, Day. That's very important. Susie Q, correct. Love to all of them. They have been protecting us. Okay, Neon, definitely do that. Karen, every morning. Good. Hey, K. Smith. So the best way to help this planet is for every possible human being to be centered, not to be confused, not to be diverted, not to be swayed by anybody on the internet or anywhere else. Center yourself. Okay? Because things are going to get pretty crazy now. Things are about to get crazy. Guardian KAI 37, do not live on a ball. We're not spinning thousands of miles an hour. That's not our discussion, Guardian. That's not our discussion, brother or sister. We're not discussing any of that. It has nothing to do with our discussion. Being centered right now is more important now than ever, because if you're not centered, that's when the negative ETs will try to confuse you and everything else. And if you're anything out there or anyone out there promoting negativity or fear or invasions of our planet, do not believe them. Okay? Do not believe them. My space brothers and sisters that I represent here on behalf of the Ashtar Command are good people. People of conscience. People of love. People of understanding. People that care more than you know. Okay? You know, Jules, they're going to try to do that. But you know, you're here, Jules, very glad you said that. So Jules said, during my meditation, negativity is trying to distract me. Before you meditate, you say to the negativities, I am a cosmically Christed being of light. You're not allowed to interfere with my consciousness, and you're to leave now. And Jules, if you say those things, they don't like that. If you say that you're a Christ consciousness, I tell you to leave now. They don't like the Christ consciousness because the negative ETs are totally not Christ conscious. You know, they do not believe in being Christ conscious. They're out for themselves. So I'm glad you said that. During her meditation, negative ETs keep trying to distract me. Well, now you can get rid of them. Just tell them, I am a cosmic Christed being of light. You're not allowed to be in my energy. You are to leave now. And let me know what happens. I believe they will not be bothering you anymore. Absolutely not. Is it Christmas or Christed? It's Christed. Hey, Jay. So when I say cosmic Christed, it's Christed. Christed being of light, which is different than Earth-based terminology. So when I say I'm a cosmic Christed being of light within the Ashtar Command, and my name is Commander Alian, when I use the word commander, it means I am command of my own spiritual being. No one controls me. No one has any control. No one ever will have control of me. No one should ever have any control of you, including the negative ETs. And when you're centered and you're really focused on that aspect of who you are, you'll never have any problem. Now, April has pipe problems tonight, of all things. It's really cold, and she's got pipe problems up there in Vermont, and it's really cold up there, so she has to deal with that. And we'll get her on here probably by next Saturday. And she does have a lot to share. Teresa, so it's like a protection prayer like we humans use when around. Yeah, almost, yeah, in a more cosmic way, Teresa. Yeah, you can look at it that way. So you're a cosmic Christed being of light, And if you ever have negative ETs trying to interfere with you, say, you better get out of here because I'm a cosmic Christed being of light and I'm going to, burst your bubble. When you do that, they're not going to go near you. I don't have any problems with that here because I operate at a certain frequency. I've never had negative ETs try to interfere with my mission. They know that I can kick their butt pretty quick. The commander doesn't fool around. Lori, good to see you. And people know me. I kiss some cosmic butt around here. I came here. I'm not afraid of anything. I do what I do. And when I was off planet, evidently I kicked a lot of butt out there too in space against the negative ETs. Peggy, that's good. That's a good thing you do. Thank you, Dave, for the roses. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Shell, welcome to the show. Alton, I think it is James. Welcome, James. Fighting Wolf. You're watching Encounters Ashtar Command Night Paranormal. Thank you in the Philippines for the rose. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, Truth, welcome. I like the name Truth. That's a good name. Sandy Allen. Hey, Sandy Allen. Hey, Keith. Thank you for the share. Everybody, if you want to, please. Hey, Blake Peterson. Good to see you. Please share. Francis, thank you for the drink. I need the caffeine. I drank that pretty quick. Thank you for the, things. People follow. If you're not following me, definitely follow me. It's really a good thing to do. So the more you follow me, the better. Have other people follow me. We're at 75,000, almost amazingly, almost at 80,000 already. We're here till 1 o'clock. And I might take some people on here. It has to be related to contact the Ashtar Command and all that. If you have a question, you have to be over 18. We're really laser focused on the Ashtar Command and teaching people about the positive space people, because not everybody is doing that. And I think it's every Saturday night. One of the beautiful things about tonight is, hey, Neon, good to see you. Good to see that your buddy's okay. We're here to really help you understand that there are two sides to the coin. You've heard a lot about the negative ETs, but I want to tell you that there is a very positive force in the universe. And there are beautiful people out there who are from all different types of planets. Ashtar, actually, Nina, it's actually Ashtar, 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 welcome. And we miss you too, K. Smith. It's been a while. Thank you guys for typing it out. Hey, Autumn, good to see you. And Nina, we're glad you're here. Welcome, Nina. And we're on here usually nightly. Once in a while, I'll take the night off. Tonight is our night. Every Saturday, we do Ashtar Command stuff. And during the rest of the week, we get into all the different things regarding spiritual UFO areas. Hey, Lori, thank you. Are you having apple cider? Thank you. Not only do I have apple cider, we have a local New England thing called Nell's, and they make the best, in New England, Nell's makes the best lemonade. And so I bought a bottle of Nell's lemonade, but I'm drinking apple cider. Hey, Nicole, good to see you, sister. Good to see you. John, I think Boo, Celarella, thank you for the follow. If you're not following me, press the follow button, and I'll know that you're following me. On my main profile page, there's a follow button. Just press it, and I'll see that you're following me. That's really important. So I want everyone to follow the show. And hey, Palladium Rainbow, everybody coming in here. And Nicole, thank you so much for the cheer you up gifts. I appreciate that. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you. Roz Gringo, that's a good name. Joe, welcome to the show, Joe. Wendell or Wendon, welcome 864. This is Ashtar Command Night on Encounters. Dave, welcome. Leon, welcome. Mystic Maven, hey, good to see you. Alicia, hey, Alicia. Lurkism, that's an interesting name. Rita Maria, I like that name, Lurkism. Everybody, welcome. Yeah, I've had Dell's frozen lemonade. Sometimes it's me. It's really good. So we are talking about the Ashtar Command, and if you have any questions, I'm going to bring people up, and we're going to talk about it. April's dealing with frozen pipes up in Vermont, So that comes first, and we'll have her on probably. We'll work it out either sometime this week or probably next Saturday. We're Ashtar Command Night again. Hopefully the pipe situation gets fixed. Meriwether, Sanford, Roz, Gringo, you're welcome back here. Brandon, welcome. DBG, 1952, welcome. Awe-inspiring. I like that name. Laura, welcome, Laura. Thank you. And also FYP the show, everybody. That's a good thing to do too. Oh, you got a new video? We'll check it out probably in the morning when I'm, waking up after my show. Welcome, Marla. FYP, FYP, FYP. You know what that means. And I really want people to know that when I was talking about the Indian Ocean earlier, what the negativities did with our government is they tried to destroy, they basically tried to destroy not only marine life, vegetation, but they really were trying to destroy the space city in the Indian Ocean. That's what they were trying to do. Yeah, Hope Thompson does the Ashtar Command. It's just basically called Ashtar. I mean, when I woke up years ago as an Ashtar person, knowing that I came from Lost Planet, I don't think, it's a good question. I would have to really meditate on that, but I've never gotten a really specific. All I can tell you is in general, the Ashtar Command represents all the Christed planetary systems of light. That's really what it means. All the cosmic related planets of light in the universe. Not only this universe, but every universe, every dimension of existence. That is all connected. Flossie Jane, welcome back, Flossie. Katie Soto. Benny, hey, Benny Kesey, sister of sister. Hey, sister of sister. Richard, welcome. You're welcome, Hope. Carrie, welcome, Carrie. New Age Girl. I like that New Age Girl name. Hey, New Age Girl, welcome. You are a New Age Girl. Thelma Conaway, user 263. Anthony, welcome. We're doing good, John. I hope you're doing well on this Saturday night on Ashtar Command Night. Rodney, Lisa, oh, the good Quentin Burden. Hey, Quentin Burden. Sandra, welcome. Sandy Allen, thank you for the share. John Coretta, I don't really follow anybody. But I've heard of the name. I basically, I do my own thing, and I've been doing it for 3 years here. But we get into all the, if you're new here, thank you, John. We appreciate it. You're going to find that we're on nightly around 11 o'clock Eastern till about 1. Every Saturday night, we do an Ashtar Command Night, so I operate in my space consciousness, which I'm doing now. So I operate in a very high frequency, which I always do, but I'm even in a higher frequency. And we just love everybody here. So I think we have one person that wants to come up here. And this is Ashtar Command Night. So 7S2 AM 2024. Can you tell me who you are? I didn't see you. Can you tell me what your question is and that you're over 18 and all that jazz? I didn't see that person's number or name come up here on the comments. Again, if you want to come up here, please, you can go into queue. My name is Lisa. I am 24. Okay. Oh, I am from the UK. Okay. Let me bring you up here. I'm going to try to anyway. Okay, very good. I know it's probably early in the morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello,
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing good, and welcome to we do a thing called Ashtar Command Night every Saturday about the positive space beings. I am one of those as a starseed,
Yeah.
and welcome to our show.
Hi. Basically, yeah, I like to talk about aliens and stuff, but we believe that it's not aliens. We believe it's jinn. Jinn is basically like a negative entity. Is like a demon that we can't see.
So let
That
me stop you there for a minute. So I've heard of the jinn. I know what
yeah,
that's about, but whatever we believe is you have to understand there's two sides to a coin, right?
yeah,
Now, if you have two sides to a coin, one side's going to look different than the other side, right? I represent the other side of the coin. I know all about that, what you're talking about. The
true.
reptilians, the jinn, all this other stuff.
yeah,
but there are positive space people, which I am one of them. I came from off planet. I'm here in human form. I'm fully awakened. I'm an Ashtar commander. I am also a Christed conscious being. What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
no,
Okay, that means that I operate in the highest frequency of love. The negative ETs, whether you call them jinn, or whether you call them
yeah,
reptilians, or whether you call them the Zeta Reticuli, which messed their whole system up, those are what we call low vibrational ETs. And you can call them whatever you want, but the essence is if they're negative, they're lower vibrational ETs. I come from the other end of it, which is a higher vibrational level, which is the vibration of cosmic love. So the ones you're talking about, if you've had those experiences, I feel sorry for you, but there's another side to the coin that you're not experiencing. And if you listen to the show Saturday
yeah,
night, you're going to be expanded into that light of what I speak about as a space person.
yeah. Not me personally, but I have watched in basically real life people I know who have been actually possessed by them, and
Yeah,
it's
they don't have protection around them. So
yeah,
if they're getting attacked by them, that's because they don't have any way of protecting themselves. They don't know how to they don't know about Christ consciousness, about how to protect themselves against negative beings or negative ETs. So I feel sorry for your friends if they're being attacked. They need to learn how to operate in Christ consciousness because even these negative ETs that are attacking them, they don't like Christ consciousness. They will run away from it. They don't like it. If your friends start saying, "You cannot come and attack me anymore. I am a Christed being of light," they will not like that, and see what happens. That should just that little bit of thing of those words. Words have power, and if you use those words like "I'm a Christed being of light, get out of here," they will leave your friends alone, and they can put a protection around them. They just don't know yet. They didn't. I'm glad you came up here. You need to let your friends know that.
yeah. Yeah. It's all good now. They are well and is out of the body.
They're not being attacked anymore.
No.
Oh, that's good. But they
Um.
should also, even though not being attacked, they need to learn to meditate in a high frequency. Do they do meditation?
Yeah. 100%.
They do. Okay, good.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
I mean, I'm glad you told me this because if they were still having problems, I'm here to help you and your friends.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh man, thank you for coming up here in the UK. What time is it there? It's like 3 in the morning, 4,
F- Five. 5 in the
5.
morning.
That's right. You're just starting to get into breakfast mode there.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you coming in here, man. We're here nightly. Stick around here. I'm glad that you joined us and asked me and told me the story. I'm really happy that you did that.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, brother. Let me bring you down.
Take care, brother.
Oh, you too as well. You too as well. So, we're here to help everybody. That's what it's all about. This is how we bring people together without judgment. But I want to hear the stories like that. I don't assume anything, but I need to, and things he didn't know about the Ashtar Command or the Christ of beings of light, but now he does, which is a good thing. So if you want to be a guest on the show tonight, I know April's dealing with pipe problems. We'll definitely, again, we are talking about contact. I also will tell you that the negative beings were doing something else. They did it on the Atlantic side of the United States, and they used with the blessings of the secret government, the same thing they did in the ocean, they were doing something here in the Atlantic Ocean. She's on live doing a healing. I thought okay, she was doing a healing earlier. Okay, let me see what else we got coming up here. Witchy, oh, okay, Witchy Boo. I know who Witchy Boo is. I should put on my earpods. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing without the earpods tonight. Hey, Witchy Boo, how you doing?
I am good. How are you, Commander?
I'm in full mode now. I'm in full astral mode.
Nice. I happened to look out my window when my neighbor came home because I heard something like really loud. and I
Yeah.
happened to look up in the sky over on the left. Like there's a mountain way over that way, like really big sky that way. And this thing is never there. Like I was totally floored. And I just put it on the TikTok tonight. I did one where it was there, and the next time I came, I I came on. What the heck? Okay, hold on a minute. They're messing with my stuff today. Next time I took the second video, it was not there. They were either cloaked or they
Yeah.
moved.
Wow.
Yeah, it
That's,
was like an orange light, but you could see it going. And I can only zoom in so far with this cell. They were also ramping up out back. It was so beautiful out there. There was two of them. There was like a triangle shaped one that was white, and a orange looking one that was triangle, and then there looked like there were the stars. They were like in between them. Like, but I wish I had a better camera or some to take it, because it was so beautiful out there. They were right by where I live and back by the mountains, and I can hear them, their ships. I can hear them. Like I can honestly hear them going, like moving. I can hear them.
yeah. I believe you too. You know, that's the thing is there. This is the beginnings of what we call visual. Hey, there she is. Uh, this
Finally.
is oh, this is like the beginning, right, of visual contact, and it's going to be that way
Yeah.
for a while. So people are going to have to get used to that, and I think most people are getting used to it. And I know you know this too, that we see a
Yeah.
lot of people posting things that are seeing orbs, and the orbs are part of that initial part of the beginning of getting comfortable. You know, so
Yeah.
some other people are getting freaked out because they don't know what these things are, and that's just human nature. That's going to happen. But it's up to all of us that are not freaking out to teach those people not to freak out. Now, when the government does their own thing to kind of confuse people about contact, we also have to educate people who don't know, who are recording these things for the first time, freaking out. Now, whoa, whoa, take a deep breath. These things are government operated. If you see the other things, those are coming from the Ashtar Command, the orbs. The orbs are being sent from motherships, and they're not here to do anything but to get people used to what's happening. And these orbs can get either very big or very small. They operate out of a totally different frequency vibration that we as humans don't understand. So if you take somebody from NASA and say let's expand our ship, NASA can't expand their ship. It's all metal. You can't expand the
Right.
metal because there's no way you can do it. If you are a very advanced civilization of very beautiful people, way beyond our own consciousness and time frame, you can expand your ship, your orb, to be as big as a truck, as big as a building, or as small as a plane. And in that little orb, you can actually see, if you were to go into the orb, it might be way bigger inside than it is on the outside, right? Because
Yeah.
the perception of our reality is, oh, that's just in the sky. I see this orb, this big orb, but we don't know what's on the inside of that orb. You know, that's the beauty of what's happening here. People are being wakened up, and really, some people are freaking out. I think more
Mm.
people are freaking out with the drones. My daughter one night with her boyfriend, I think she saw two on Interstate 91 coming home. She said, "Oh, she told me about it." This was last year. I said, "Oh, that's interesting." She called them drones. I don't know what they looked like, but she said she saw them, and I've never seen anything like that. Never seen them. I have friends that have seen the orbs here in Connecticut. I've not seen them, but I do know that we're getting into much more a different state of consciousness. Things are really changing now, and I know you know that you're having your experiences
Yeah,
in that too.
a lot more people that are waking up are seeing the orbs and the drones. There's a lot more stationed out here now. They came closer. I could see it. So I'm paying attention. I'm really paying attention, documenting, being visual about it, like vigilant. But the other day I took out here, I went out with the dogs. I did post it on TikTok, that one too. It was really bright. And I happened to go out. I'm going, huh? My first thing was like, huh? So I grabbed my cell phone, went out there, took the thing. It was not a plane. It didn't make any noise. I said, it moved. I said, hello, I see you. Then it stopped. And then it all of a sudden go from back there, all the way by my tree. I called my dogs in and went outside. I mean, went inside. I was like, wow.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And
Yep.
people have to realize there are ships that are cloaked here, Ashtar Command ships that are cloaked all over the planet right now.
Hmm.
These ships are not going to be uncloaked until it's time. And again, you know, we've talked about this before, and even I and April together have talked about this. And like I said, once she gets her pipes thing fixed, which is I'm sorry she's going through that, we'll have her on. There's a lot that she has. She's been off planet a number of nights continuously because there's a lot of serious stuff going on that people here don't know about. I do know briefly what I will share about the Atlantic Ocean, that there was the same kind of weaponry used in the Indian Ocean, similar to it, that was used against life forms in that ocean. And again, understand there are also space cities in the Atlantic Ocean. There are space cities in several parts of the planet that exist. And these are very advanced civilizations that have been here for billions of years. We're not talking hundreds of years or just recently. These space cities have been existing for billions, and I use the term billions of years, brothers and sisters. Okay. And these space cities were created by people that came from other planets. They came to Earth. Earth has always been inhabited by very advanced civilizations. But you would
Hmm.
not think of that if you are living on the surface of the planet right now. You'd say, what about us? Where's the advanced civilizations? The fact is that those of you who are here now, if you know what the word star seed means, and I'll define that. Some of you know you know what it means. You're a star seed. A star seed, for those that don't know what they are, is someone who came from the stars. So, star seed. You come from the stars. You have a mother and father on earth that's a biological parent. You are born here. You're seeded here by your mother and father. You become human. You were human before you came here, but you were a different kind of human. You were a taller human or a more advanced human, spiritually more conscious. You were very able to do many, many things. When you came here as a star seed, I can never figure out whether I chose my family here or not, but you were born to an earth-based family. When you're born, like I have a brother. Now, if you took me and my brother and put us together, we are totally different people. I became exactly who I am now, which is a person that woke up as knowing that I was from outer space. My brother is just simply having an earth life, doing his earth thing. He's 8 years older than I am. I did not know anything, about being a starseed until I became an adult. Until I met my friend Ashtar Athena, who wrote for Sedona Journal for a number of years, who's a world traveler. I learned so much from her and Ashtar. And Ashtar, she spoke to Ashtar directly. She never channeled. Telepathically communicated with Commander Ashtar. So I've known of Ashtar for a long time. I met him once or twice. He came into her body. He didn't possess her body. So it's different. So for human beings, and so it's how's the space being come into your body? Don't even try to figure it out. For all these years, when he would come into her body, he'd be sitting in my car. We went to an AM radio station where Ashtar spoke on a big station. I used to take her in Connecticut, and we go in the car. I had a sports kind of car, and Ashtar would be sitting there. I knew he was in her body because he'd moved the head a certain way. I say, Ashtar, how do you like driving on the highway? We talk, and this is a new experience for you, right? And then we had him in the radio station. Ashtar sat next to the broadcaster on an AM station, a talk show, and people were calling like crazy, asking Ashtar questions. So back in the 90s, early 90s, we took Ashtar when he visited. He would go into Athena's body, and he would speak on. I had him on an FM station and then two AM stations that were well known. But Athena, she actually um, she actually was a mentor to me because I had no idea I was connected with what was called Ashtar until I got stuck at a gathering in New York State where she spoke. She came out from Sedona. I met all these people, including one who's a well-known now New Age artist who produces music, Richard Schulman, who I've known for many years. And I got stuck overnight because there was a storm. It wasn't your normal storm. The storm was All the things behind the condo, the condo, all the trees had neon blue colors. The sky was like flashing neon blue colors. And Ashtar said that, oh, there's a big ship that went through the atmosphere. It's an electromagnetic disturbance, and you're seeing these blue neon lights because then there was a fog and these lights. It was not a storm. There was a big spaceship above us, hidden in fog.
Hmm.
And I got stuck overnight. I was supposed to go home. I was doing reggae on a radio station in New Haven, like roots music, and I had my little cassette recorder, and I was interviewing Ashtar. And then I got stuck. I didn't get to go back to Connecticut. I got stuck with all these people. It changed my whole life. In that 24-hour period, I, for a whole week, became empty. All the things I grew up believing in, I just didn't believe anymore. All the things I thought were real, I had such an emptiness for 1 week, folks, that it just, my whole life changed. Everything I believed in, everything I was taught to believe in school, everything I was told was true, it didn't matter anymore because now, and then Ashtar would say to me, "That commander is going to be working with us." I said, "What do you mean? I'm not a commander." I said, "I'm just here doing a recording to interview you." I said, "I have nothing to do with any command." And then a week later, my whole consciousness shifted. My whole physical consciousness completely shifted. At that point, I was working with her. She would come to Connecticut. We'd do workshops together. We had 50, 60 people coming from Brazil and other places. And I
Wow.
worked with her. And she said, you're going to do many things. I said, I have no idea. I never knew what she was saying was true back then. I just didn't realize it. And she's right. And she's on Facebook. She doesn't have TikTok, but she and I communicate. And she handed over my commandership. And last year, when I talked to her, she says, "You're going to be taking over where I left off." I said, "No, no, you're not getting away with that." I said, you're still alive. You're still doing stuff. You can't throw all that stuff on me. I can't do all that." Athena Stargazer is a woman who is a dear friend of mine. She's in her 70s. She is a beautiful, beautiful being of light from Venus. And she came here in human form. She used to be in the circus. She used to be doing things with elephants. She was an amazing, amazing person. She went to India. She's a world traveler, but she is a space commander. She is a very beautiful being of light who I've known for many years. And she and Ashtar, like I said, when I got stuck in was it New York State? I was in south of Poughkeepsie. I forgot where it was. It was Wappinger Falls, New York. I got stuck at this gathering, and I couldn't go home because the weather was not good. It wasn't raining. It was just weird, and I got stuck. And then she became like a cosmic mother. I've known her for all these years. She's like, we're like that. She's that beautiful person. Now she
Hmm.
can't be a guest because she doesn't know how to get on to TikTok, and I have to try to. I told her I'm going to get her on there. Someone has to get her a cell phone and get her hooked up with TikTok. So when TikTok app comes back on the social platform, I will try to get her on here. And so she's really beautiful. I haven't told this story before, but she really, what I went through that time for that whole week changed my whole life, changed my whole perception of reality. So when I say the word maybe by phone, that's a possibility. I've never thought about that. Maybe audio wise by phone, I'd have to think about that. That might work, but I don't know if that would work. I'd have to figure this all out. But yeah, Miss Lindsay, no, I definitely want to share its important story. That's how my journey, when I saw my space family in the ships when I was a kid in Long Island, I knew I didn't know what that was. I just know that there were space people. I was a kid before I had teenage years. I didn't know they told me that you would never forget us. I never did forget them. I never forgot the ship. I never forgot the experience. But I never knew in my adult life from that experience and all the other experiences in Athena that I'd be knowing that I'm an Ashtar commander. Now, when I say Ashtar commander, I'm not saying I'm in command of a specific thing. I'm in command of my own cosmic spirit. So I use the definition of a commander different than other people do. Some people are actually commanders of a specific thing they're in charge of. I'm only in charge of my own cosmic spirit, you know, but that's what I'm in charge of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, April told me that I'm Nordic Palladian starseed, and my family works under like the ocean,
Yeah.
like in the ocean, and I'm really actually a teacher for the like alien like kids. Like I teach them how to do I forget what that's called, levitate.
Oh, the
I
the
was teaching some of them
extraterrestrial
how to.
kids. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the space
yeah,
kids.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Um,
I was so happy. I was like, oh,
Sometimes we don't know, because we come in the human form, right? We don't
yeah,
know who we are. We know who we are, but like there's things that we forget because we get here. We're having so much of a human life that we forget our cosmic self. So it's time for us to help each other remember who we are, and we
like
do,
I
right?
always felt like the black sheep of the family, and I always loved the stars and the moon. And when I went to the planetarium, and I couldn't figure out why I liked half the things I like until all this is falling in alignment, and I like the higher frequency stuff and the meditation, and like you said, the Christ consciousness stuff, and doing my meditation stuff, and it's all like falling in alignment for everything that's happening.
Mm. It's really, it is, Chucky. It's really fascinating what we're
Hmm.
going through. It's a time period. Like I think if you have anybody out there has little kids, you have a family, and you're a star seed or whatever, your kids are going to be living in a whole different world than we're living in right now. Christina, you're never too late. Christina, you're never too late.
Nope.
Dory, welcome. And this show is being recorded and it will be on the YouTube channel by tomorrow. And welcome, Tiffany. So, like when Witchy Boo talks about her experience of what she's doing, it's you become now that you know who you are, you can now go to sleep and remember even more stuff. I'm sure you are remembering more stuff. It's just like how you turn on a switch, like you want to get a flame going, you have to take the lighter and get it to work. Well, once the flame on that lighter goes on, it's just like consciousness. Once the consciousness is turned on, you can't turn it off, right? Because now your
Yeah.
consciousness is expanding on and on and on to much larger levels than it was before.
I have to more or less get myself to fall asleep more. And I know everything's going on. I have to start falling asleep so they can actually communicate with me through my dreams because they've been trying to um, get in contact with me, but I don't fall asleep right and I don't sleep right at all. I keep like waking up. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that could be a thing. I know when I go to sleep, folks, I tend to not always think about going off planet or going anywhere, but I am trying to get myself to just remember to do that. Like before I go to sleep, to say, I want to now go astral projected onto the Ashtar ship. I haven't done that in a long time, but I do know that if you put the intention there, and that goes for everybody out here watching the show, if you put the intention there that you wish to, if you know you're who you are, not just like you're a human being having a human experience with a family, or maybe you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or whatever. But when I'm talking about is when you go to sleep, if you want to practice this, to
yeah.
go onto what we call a starship of light, then you could. I'm not sure what that person's all about.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, block that person. No, 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 no. We don't talk about that stuff here. We do not do that here. All right. Did I take that person? I think I. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we don't get into that whole thing. But anyway, there are people like that don't know what they're doing. So when you go to sleep at night, and everybody here can practice this. Almost 400 people. You can all practice this. Go to before you go to sleep. And if you're not really tuned into what you're doing yet, you don't know what you are. When you go to sleep, say, I wish to connect as a Christed being of light with my star family. And if possible, with my star family, if you would let me astral travel to your ship, I would like to do that. And if you, hey, Peggy, take care. Peggy, you're still here with us, or who are you saying bye to? Uh, Allow yourself to do that. It might take a number of nights to do that, but if we all practice, and I include myself in this, that I want to go on and connect with my star family on their spaceship of light.
Mhm.
And you want to be very specific. I am a Christed being of light on earth. I wish to, as a star seed, connect with my star family, and I wish to astral travel specifically tonight to your ship. I want everyone to try this, and I want to see what happens. I want to see if a majority of the people on here watching me actually are able to make that happen. And I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. Yes, we do, Teresa. We do all have star family.
Mhm.
And the thing is, it's a great question, Teresa. I'm glad you're asking it because you do have star. I don't know who your star family is. When we say star family, let me define that. There are men and women from other planets that live with family members on other planets beyond Earth. So they are star family because they're from the stars, right? They're from another planet. They're from another solar system, another galaxy, or wherever universe. Everybody has star family. No one is excluded. There's no like a special group of people on Earth that are, star seed. Everybody is a star seed. Everybody here is a star seed. You just don't know it. Tickled Pickle wants to go to sleep now. Hey, Tickled Pickle. But you all have that connection to space family. I call them space family.
Mhm.
My father, my mother, my two sisters and brother. Excuse me. And you've probably heard the story. A matter of fact, you've probably now. I have a father. I have only one picture. It's not the greatest picture, but I have one picture which I will show here for those who've not seen it before. Let me just see here. And it's again, like I said, understand it's not the best picture, but it is a picture of my father. Let's see if I have it here somewhere. I think this is it. Is this it? Um, Let me get myself out of the way here. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, if you look at the picture here, this was a picture taken when they came into April's house. Space people do come in her house in Vermont. You can see the outlining of the face. You can see the human face there. Okay. And that's a picture. I think that's the one. Let me just make sure I'm showing you the right picture here. You can see a picture of my father. I think that's the picture right there. And he's from off planet. He comes from the spaceship. His name is Robar. So my father, Robar, this is from a while ago. Sometimes when she has dance parties in her house, the space people come through a rift. Her father comes in, my mother, my sisters, they all come into her house, physically into the house. Physically. So you're saying is a picture of my father. Okay. You can see the human face. If you look at the lighter part around the aura of energy, there is a human face there that you can see. You have to look. You can see it. It's right there. Right. So my father is a human being. You can see the energy of his. You can see the back. You can see him looking the other way. He has a shoulder, a neck, a face, and he's human. Okay. You can see it. You just have to open your eyes and look. That's my father. Okay. And he is very real. His name is Robar. So right here, I can't really. So if I were to go in the camera here above my head, if you go above my head to, like you can see the blue from the light, above my head to the lighter part of the, go away from the dark part, the lighter part where it's much lighter, you can see the outlining of the eyes looking the other way, the face, and the shoulder. You can see it if you really, really look. I'm showing you something here, and you'll see my father. His name is Commander Robar. Does he have a beard? I don't think he has a beard. I don't think he has a beard. Now, my body on the spaceship is in stasis. Okay, my body's in stasis. What does that mean? I want to share that with you. So we all have bodies. Our actual bodies, our space bodies, are on a spaceship. All of you have bodies in space. I'm not exclusive. Witchy Boo is not exclusive. We're not exclusive. Your bodies in space are well protected on a spaceship, a large, large ship. When you decide to, after contact, wanting to either stay on Earth or go back into your space body, you have that option, and you so choose that option. You will go from your human body here to your body in stasis. Then you will wake up out of stasis and you'll be in your space body. Do you understand? So the picture you're seeing here is a picture of my father, and he's on the spaceship. He's not on a spaceship. He's in April's house when they were doing a dance party, and she got a picture of him. She has pictures of her mother. She has pictures of her father as well. She's documented everything. And so I want to get more pictures. She's got hundreds of pictures. I want to get more pictures of my mother and more pictures of my family that you might have so I can show them to you here. And I will when I get them. And so I want you to know this stuff is real. Everything we're talking about here is real. She has a picture of my Earth mother. Interesting, and Cole. Interesting. Beautiful. You know? Well, I'm blue only because of the lighting. Let me go back out of this. The blue, there's a reason why I'm blue. I don't want people to start thinking there's something going on here. That's why I'm blue. That's the lighting. I have special lighting. On Saturday nights, we take away the green screen, and we have this lighting going on here. So I want you to know, you all have space family. Yeah, there's because of the lighting. The lighting's affecting what I look like. But we all have space family in outer space. You just don't know who they are yet, and you haven't met them yet. But you will. It's just a matter of time, you know? Oh, that was weird. And thank you, Witchy, for coming up here. Wait, Witchy, what happened? I'm bringing Witchy back up. Wait a minute. I know that she didn't just... Wait a minute, man. All right. Righty.
Okay, that was really weird.
I didn't do anything here. I'm bringing you back in here. Now, as we're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into talking about our space family, you disappeared, like went off for a minute. That was really weird.
I got the chills right now too. It's like you froze up and I'm going like this to the screen and then I just dropped off like I was like not there.
Yeah. And it was all during that period after I showed my father to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They do watch the show. People don't know this. I don't know if they're watching the show right now, but I'm told, and I do believe this to be true, that they do watch the show. And my consciousness is going all over the place right now. I'm almost about to say something, and I want to ask the Ashtar command to let me know that you're here. Ashtar command, let me know that you're here. My space family, let me know that you're here. Give me some sort of a sign that you're here. Ashtar command, give me a sign that you're here.
I'm physically in tears over here. That was like I don't know, I feel touched. Like I have a lot of emotions right now.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very cold. Like
yeah, I feel like something just happened.
Yeah.
Ashtar command family, my father, I send my love to my father, my mother, my two sisters and brother. So I want the Ashtar command, my Christ beings of light, my family, to tell me or give us a sign that you were just letting me know you were here with us.
Oh. Somebody heard a whispering.
Yeah, Peggy said you heard a whispering. Anybody else watching the show who's been here? A frequency. A lot of people say something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, something just did happen. Yeah. Well, I know you have a TV on in your room.
Out there.
Okay, so she has a TV on, but it has nothing to do with just happened here. That's separate.
Yeah. Very much separate.
Separate the TV from what happened here.
That was
When
some that was something like very awesome that just happened. Like I feel it's very, very emotional and very like something wanted to come through. Like I don't know if it was for you or me or like just to show us that they're there.
yeah,
So
I think when I talked about my dad on the ship, thank you so much. Yeah, I thought for some reason, like, wait a minute, you wouldn't just go off without saying goodbye. And she disappeared. And then when I brought you back on, you said it's weird. I brought you back up and you said it was weird. And we were talking a lot about my father. And I had the picture up for a few minutes. And after I brought the picture down and we were still talking, that's when you disappeared off the screen. And I brought you back up. You said it's weird. So yeah, something very amazing happened here.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it was my father. I think my father was just saying, I'm here. I wanted to show you that I'm here. I don't think he meant to have you go down off the screen. I think that was just the way to get my attention.
Yeah.
I think they know how to get my attention. I think that was my father. Yeah. Yeah. And they know how much I love them. I think about them. People don't realize how much I mean, I go about my earth life, but how much I think about my parents on the ship. You know, I think about them all the time. I love them so much. I send my love out to them in space so much. I'm still I feel the energy around my body. I feel the energy around my body, and I love them so much because they come from a frequency where I originally came from, which is the highest frequency of love. And that's the only frequency. When we're in our space bodies, we don't operate like humans. We operate in a frequency of love. We operate in the highest frequency of light. There is no misunderstanding. There's no confusion of who we are. This planet has so many things going on here. You want to be totally centered. You have to be. If you're going to get through this time period, everybody, you're going to have to be centered. I think my father would say that if he was sitting next to me, he would say that you need to be centered in love. It really is important.
I agree. I totally agree. Like I've been doing a lot of meditation and trying to drink some more water and trying to eat like some better of food and get out when I can even though it's cold and just look up in the sky and just gaze because you're gonna see something and you can connect, you know what I mean?
Mm. I'm sitting here, and if I don't I'm like listening to you, I listen very carefully to words, and more and more, I don't really care about earth-based things. More and more, I mean, I do care, but I don't care. Let me put that into perspective. I don't care about the silly things that people think are important. I don't care about the material world. I don't care about, you know, having the biggest house in the world or having a mansion with
Yeah.
5 TV screens and a movie theater in my house and a swimming pool in my house. I don't care about those things. Power is meaningless to me. The only power I care about is the power of love. That is the power I care about. And if everybody has the power of cosmic love, then you've been liberated. You've been totally liberated. I don't care about politics. I don't care about religion. We don't have that where I come from. There is no religion. There is no politics off planet. Only on Earth. Only on this planet. You see, I don't care about these things. People that are polarized in their religions and their politics, they're missing the boat. They're too programmed. You know, on Earth, many human beings are programmed, and they don't understand. But they will. They will understand soon, because we're coming. Many of us do. The space people are coming here now. And whether you believe they're coming or not doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. There might be people out there watching and saying, I don't believe in space people, but they do exist. It doesn't matter what you believe. A belief system is a belief system. When people say, I have a belief, all that is a belief that you've created a belief. It doesn't mean the belief is true. It just means it's your belief. It's what you believe. A truth is something that is real, something that exists, something that you can touch, something that you can feel. You don't feel a belief. You don't feel a belief because it's a belief. When you feel something, you feel something. When you touch a tree, you're not believing you're touching a tree. You're holding that tree. You're hugging that tree. When you see a flower, you're not just looking and believing there's a flower in front of you. You see the flower. You look at the flower. You maybe touch the flower. Everything in this planet has been created on belief systems and misinformation. A lot of misinformation on Earth. A lot of things to divert the people from true consciousness. No, I feel good. I just feel a sense of emotion because of what just happened now. I felt a great sense of love. So, no sadness, just love.
Yeah.
I look at the planet and the world we live in, and I just want everything to be good for everybody, you know, because I'm operating in my space consciousness, so I'm very sensitive to everything, and it's different, very different. And so tonight you've learned a few things earlier about what's been happening with the negative ETs with our government, who have been allowing them to try to destroy the uh, marine life as well as the mer people, and trying to infiltrate the space cities, which they can't do. The space cities are protected. You know, there's a lot of revelations that you're going to find out about. A lot of things on this show you're going to find out about. Like I said, April had unforeseen things happen with frozen pipes, and if you lived in Vermont and where she lives, it's really cold. You can get frozen pipes. I used to live in Vermont, so when that's all, we'll have April on here. Probably try to get her on next Saturday when hopefully no Earth-based pipes or things go on. She has a lot to share. She's been off planet a number of nights, I should say. The other night she was taken off planet. I spoke to her on the phone. There's a lot going on, a lot that people need to know about. And I don't want to take away from the story because I don't know everything. But there's a lot going on. There's if you want to talk about intergalactic things happening, I won't call it an intergalactic war. The Ashtar Command is not involved in war, but they are involved in trying to stop these negative things from happening. The Ashtar Command is involved in trying to prevent the destruction of life forms on our planet and our oceans, which the negative ETs with their government are trying to do. And if they were able to destroy all the life forms in our oceans, then they would be able to say there's nothing existing in our oceans. There's nobody there. But the thing is, thank God the space people have their own protection. But even with their protection, these things that were given to our government to use are really, really dangerous to the existence of life. Not just the space people, the mer people, but human life in general is going to be affected by this. So when you go to the beach in the Atlantic or Pacific or wherever you live, realize in those oceans, there's all kinds of life forms in those oceans. When you go in those oceans, if you go on a boat, understand that all the way in the deep depths of those oceans are space cities. There are space people living there. There are advanced people living there. There are human beings and families living there that live in our oceans that are way more advanced than the human population on the surface of the planet. They are real, and
Mm-hmm.
they're being they're being challenged by the secret government with the negative ETs that have given them some technology, which is being used to try to destroy life forms in the ocean. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. You know, and nobody on TikTok will tell you this because they don't know this. Nobody that's alive will tell you this because they don't know this. They don't know. They don't know what I know, what April knows, what April's, those who have been following April's information, what she has told you is true. What I tell you is true. I'm not going to give you anything but the truth here. That's why I'm here. The energy I possess is the energy that is to bring light where there's darkness, to bring truth where there's no truth, misinformation, no misinformation. You need to know these things. There's not one news station, there's not one channel on TV that's going to tell you the truth. I don't care how many documentaries they have on Discovery, they're not going to tell you the truth. You know, I don't care how many generals get interviewed on some documentary on Discovery Channel about UFOs, they're not going to tell you the truth. There's always coded words. Coded words. Princess Joy says, why the oarfish showing up? Can you describe, Princess Joy, what the oarfish are? Matter of fact, let's bring her up. Can you tell me what the oarfish are? Whoops. I'm just putting in the plug here. I think I'm good. Yeah, we have the truth. They are at the bottom of the ocean. What do they look like, the oarfish? Are they really big? Are the oarfish big? They must be something I've never heard of them before. There's so many things. That's the thing with oceans. There's so many things there that we've never seen. Oh, they're big. Okay. Well, I'm sure they're being affected by the weaponry of the negative ETs. So I'm going to let April kind of. I was on the news. Okay. But April will tell you about what happened in the Atlantic. This is just recently. This is relatively new information. Similar to what was happening in the Indian Ocean last year when she brought forth about the little mer girl who died in her hand that she was trying to save, and the little mer boy later on that she just recently found out had died from sickness from the weaponry that was given to the Earth-based government. Okay, the mother and father of the mer people, the mother and father mer people, they don't have any children anymore because of the weaponry that was used in the ocean. They're gone. No longer here. They can't bring them back. And when I say we did this to them, I'm talking a very specific we. They're the secret government. Secret government with the Leviathan used the Leviathan's weaponry against these mer people and other marine life forms in the ocean last year. The same has been done with another technology in the Atlantic Ocean. And I'd like to reach, I wish we had thousands of people on here that I can tell them the truth. I know we don't have thousands of people here right now. You know, you have to have some major thing going on, like maybe you're coming up with a new egg cooking device that went viral and there's millions of people buying one. No, I don't sell egg cookers. I don't have a viral thing going to millions of people watching us. But if we had millions of people here right now, they'd be hearing the truth about their planet, this earth. You see. And if there is a little bit of sadness in my voice, it's because I feel for them. I feel for that mother and father, that Mer family that lost their children. I feel for them because I have a heart. I have a feeling. I love people. I love them. I don't know them, but I love them. You don't know them, but you love them. The same thing goes when you are Earth people walking on a street. You see a couple and they have nothing to eat. No different than being in the ocean. They have nothing to eat, and people walking by them as if they don't exist. They don't even exist. That's what humans do. Not all humans, but that's the way humans are programmed. But then that one person in the crowd in the city sees the mother and the father, and then they see they have a little kid, nothing to eat. And that one person, maybe that one person is the light that shines, that gets them food, that gets them something to eat, that gets them to a place where they can sleep safely. That's the person that has the heart. That's the person that, yes, Tammy stops and helps.
Mhm.
Humanity has a lot to learn. Those of you here understand, but there are many billions of people on earth that don't. They're still operating in the I go past you and I don't look at you. Now, it's not the same thing as a little girl and little boy dying from sickness from a weapon from outer space that was given to our government to use against them. Not the same thing. But sitting here knowing that you need to know that, and the reason why I keep referring to that comment is because it happened. And I don't know if you're going to forget what I said or not. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. The show's going to be on YouTube, Ashtar Command Spaceship News. But we have to protect every single life form on our planet. And we have to be protecting those that live in the waters. The mer people, they need our protection. The mer people need our protection. The space cities need our protection. We need to protect ourselves because there is another side that's trying to prevent the contact from happening. They're not going to do it, but they are going to do everything they can to try to stop it. Because before we were here, they're the ones that created all the conflicts for billions of years on our planet. They're the ones that enjoyed seeing things like Atlantis and Lemuria have conflict. There are civilizations that have come and gone on this planet for billions of years, beyond my even understanding. And I don't understand all of it either. But for a planet that's billions of years old, we've been through quite some stuff. And now this is the final part of it. This is the time. This is the time. And people say, why not? Why didn't it happen hundreds of years ago? Why is it happening now? I don't know the answers to that. All I know is that I know it's time. I feel it in my bones. I know this is the time. This is the final frontier. This is the final frontier, folks. This is the final time. Either we make it or we break it. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. You know why? Because we are here together. There's nothing that can stop us. That's right, Maria. This is the final countdown. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. That's why I'm here Saturday nights trying to do what I do. You know, I'm not going to reach everybody. You know, I don't have a big studio. All I have to have is the information and the truth. All I have to have is the information and the truth. Yes, coffee in New York, they can definitely stop. They've actually stopped World War. In the Cold War, the reason why all of you are here now, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 70s, the reason why you exist now, the reason why I'm here talking to you now is because they did stop World War. They shut down all the nuclear facilities when I was growing up. When there was Cold War going on, every nuclear silo was shut down. You're not going to read about it. You're not going to see stories about it, but that's the truth. That's why you exist right here. That's why all of you exist right here. That's why you are alive right now. You might be 25 years old, you might be 35 years. It doesn't matter what your age is. But if you're younger, and you were not around in the 60s during the Cold War, you would not know this. But they were able to shut down every nuclear silo from Russia to China to the United States. They were all shut down. every one of them. So yeah, Witchy, you want to say anything?
No, I'm just grateful for all the information, all the truth being out, and everybody learning that they're learning because we should actually know the truth of who we are, where we came from, not being lied to, and we should definitely know our star family and why we love so much like we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely true. It's just as I speak tonight, I speak as a space being. I'm speaking to you differently than I do most of the week. I'm speaking to you of things in my heart that are important to share with you. And I hope many of you will do and allow yourself to focus and center on meditating. 377 of you, you know, if everybody will do that tonight, everybody focus on meditating. And before you go to sleep, I want everyone to do one thing for me. I want you to focus on saying, I'm a Christed being of light. I wish to connect with my star family tonight. And you can do that through telepathic communications. You don't say it out loud, you do it through inner consciousness. If you don't know what inner consciousness is, it's the consciousness within you. So as you speak, as Witchy and I speak here verbally, you're going to speak internally, not verbally. Do you understand? And as you do that, you're going to be able to communicate with your star family for the first time. I can't meditation for 2 months. Well, try to allow yourself to do it tonight, K. Smith. Try to just let go. Just allow yourself to let go to do it. And if everybody practices this every night before going to sleep, one of those nights you're going to make contact and you get a response telepathically from your star family. I guarantee it. It might happen in a night. It might happen in a week. It might take you a couple of months. Everybody's different. It's not a race to the end of the line here. So take your time. Take your time doing it. It's really important now before the end of the year that everybody is focused. Everybody is centered. You know, space people are doing a lot of things right now to try to protect our planet, but we need to help them on the surface world. We need to be here doing what we can. Help your brothers and sisters, your neighbors. Help each other. We all have to do it. And if we all do, it'll make a big difference in the way we are, who we are, the way we live. You know what I mean?
I also feel like they're upgrading some people that are very high conscious, like giving them more like what do you call that? Some gifts and being able to like feel more instead of being in that negative space. You know what I mean? If
Yes.
you understand where I'm going with that.
And Palladian Rainbow, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Yeah, I know where you're going with that. It's just really, with all the things we talk about on our regular show, when I have nights like tonight and I'm in full consciousness of the Ashtar stuff, I have to let people know about that. I have to let you know that you're not alone, that we are all part of the Ashtar command. Let me just say this. Every one of you, whether you're new to this or not, you will eventually realize you're part of the Ashtar command, collectively speaking. What do I mean by that? I mean that you all come, as I said, star seed. What's a star seed? You're born here to a mother and father on earth. They eventually pass away, and then you think, well, I don't have any more mothers and fathers, or grandmothers and grandfathers. But as a star seed, your real parents that are also real are in outer space. They're from some planet somewhere. So you have space family that are alive that could be thousands of years old, and they look like they're 20 and 30 years old. No, April has Jenny. She's got some frozen pipe situations with the cold weather up there, so we'll have her on at another night. She's dealing with a Earth-based situation. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for being here. Witchy, thank you for being here.
Thank
Uh,
you.
I hope I've shedded some light to people as much as I could tonight, impromptu. Jen, yes, you are. Matter of fact, Let's see. Let's bring Jen up here. Can we bring her up here? Sure, we can. So, Jen, we're going to bring you up here. I randomly do these things. If Jen, you want to come up, absolutely. There's Jen. We're going to bring Jen up. Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm good. I don't feel like I'm like special, like I have any like abilities or anything. So I was just wondering if like maybe some of us are star seeds and some of us aren't. Like the people who are, I think like have all the gifts.
Well, you are. You don't have to have a gift to be a star seed. You are star seed. So there are different levels of remembrance of who you are. So we're all special. It's just that we don't realize it yet. So, like, let's say you were in first grade and the other kid was now in second grade and he knew a little bit more than you did from first grade. It's not so much that he's better than you, he's just going up a grade to learn a little bit more. So look at it this way: as a human being, you're having the human experience, you have probably relatives and family members here. But as you wake up, you do have star family. You don't know it yet, and I don't expect you to know it. But you, if you practice some of the things I've mentioned tonight on our special Ashtar night, you will eventually be able through telepathic communications to get a response. So you're going to have to, it's just like learning to run, doing the 440-yard dash, or being a field and track runner, or being a hockey player. In order to play the hockey, you have to know how to use the hockey stick, right?
Right.
So in order to make contact with your space family, which I have no idea who they are, and that's all right, you will, if you practice what I'm saying, you will get a response, but you have to always use the word, I am a Christed cosmic being of light having a human experience. I want to contact my Christed space family. Please interact with me telepathically. If you're out there, I would only interact if you're Christed cosmic beings of light and my star family. And you have to put it that way because you don't want anybody.
Ooh, yeah.
If you open the channel up,
Too
anything
bad.
can come through, but if you make it very specific, you're getting very specific responses.
Okay. Yeah, I miss my people in the sky. I have three different types and it's been cloudy the last 2 days and I haven't been able to see them and I'm kind of sad.
Oh, okay. And it's all right to be sad. That's just the emotions I have with my father, Robar, and my mother, Luna, and my two sisters and brother. I think about them always, and there's certain songs I'll listen to. I listen to a Cat Stevens song, which they would play on April's other phone early on when I first met April. They play this song that I love, and whenever I listen to it, I think about them, and it talks about love and how much I love you. And I listen to that song, I think about my whole family on the ship, and I know they think about me often. Like I know they do. I know they miss me as much as I physically miss them. The day will come when we all get to come together physically with our space families. And we will embrace them, we will hug them, and it will be the most biggest celebration on earth for all of us,
I
including you,
can't
Jane.
wait to meet them. Like I hate it down here. It's so miserable.
you know and the thing, as bad as it gets down here with all the craziness, this is why meditation and focus is key. This is why I do what I do here on TikTok, because I don't want you to feel alone. But yes, you can go through those feelings. You are allowed to go through those feelings. I have feelings today. I was going nuts with all the weird stuff going on our planet, and I'm like, I have to
Yeah.
turn it off, because if I turn it off, I can separate from it. I know it happened, but I don't have to continually be bombarded with that energy. I need to switch it off. And I said, okay, I had enough of it. I switched it off, you
Yeah.
know,
That's
and
hard
that's
to.
all you have to do. Anything else you want to share, Jen?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, as far as like spiritual alignment and things, like I'm trying to open my third eye right now, and I'm very new to all of this, and I do participate in a sound bath. There's a guy on here that does one every day. He's amazing, and it helps clear the energy fields and align things. And so I'm doing everything I possibly can. And Reiki, I'm in a lot of Reiki lives too. Like I'm trying
Oh,
so
good.
hard to connect. Like so.
You're doing all the right things. You're doing things that are good. Every one of those things is good. Every one that has a certain specific thing they do helps your humanness become more elevated in those different things, and that's a good way of doing things. What I bring to the table here, most importantly, is your consciousness, because your consciousness, if it's stuck in a 3D world, it gets stuck in a 3D world. But the fact is, if you practice these 30 minutes of meditation before going to sleep, you will eventually have telepathic communications with your space family.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad it worked out. And there you go. There you go. So, any other closing comments or questions, anybody?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Hey, Jen, I appreciate you. I'm going to follow you. Let me make sure I follow you. Oh, I'm already following you. Okay, there you go.
Oh, cool.
And follow me back. And everyone follow me if you're not following me. We hit 124,900 likes, but I need everybody to go to my bio and press the follow button. That's really important. All right, Jen, I'll bring you down here. We're
All
on
right.
nightly. Our regular show is at 11 o'clock nightly encounters. So every Saturday night we do a show on the Ashtar Command, and we'll have April back on when she gets done with the pipe situation. She was going to be on tonight, but the pipes are frozen, so that's not good. All right. We'll put you down here, Jen. Thank you so much for coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
You're a blessing. We'll bring her down. And Witchy, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate you, Star Brother.
Yeah, and Star Sister, all the recordings of the spaceships you're doing, it's I see them and I'm really excited. So yeah.
I get a lot of phenomenal activity up here, and that one today just like floored me for a loop. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that too. I've been looking at so many videos. It's like I don't want to post too many in one day. I try to do maybe one a day.
Yeah.
There's so many good videos out there now. So all right,
Thank you,
sister.
everybody.
We're gonna let her down. We'll thank Witchy Poo for being up here, Boo for being up here. I keep saying Witchy Boo. Witchy, yeah, that's right. Anyway, it's now about 1:09 a.m. in the morning. We're on nightly at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, and 8 o'clock Eastern. If you have any last minute questions you'd like to come up here, I'd be happy to bring you up here if you'd like to join us for one or two more questions on the actual live. Let me know. You're welcome, Day. George wants to come up. I think we'll bring George up here. I think George said I do. And George, George is coming up. Here we go. You're welcome, Fossey Jane. Hey, George, welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's actually Josh. I don't know why it's
Josh. Okay, it says George on here.
Josh. Yeah. It says George on my TikTok.
Josh, we'll call you Josh, so I get it right.
Yeah, my wife created my TikTok for me, so
okay.
yeah. I've been trying to come on here for a while, but yeah, there's so much I'd like to talk about. I'll keep it short tonight because I know you're trying to sign off. It's already 1:10 a.m. Our time. I just I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I actually just like to say hi to everybody. There's a lot of familiar faces here, a lot of familiar friends. My biggest thing is I know we're not supposed to exactly scratch upon the subject, but is with the plane crashes.
Yeah, that's what affected me. I'm not really getting into it. The only reason I'm not doing that, I watched a lot of video, and it's like it's too much. Too much. The energy is too much.
Yeah. Let's leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. I know there are other people on TikTok talking about it, and I just will say that my feelings go out to the families that lost loved ones from those crashes. I just been trying to separate my energy from it because I was totally tuned into it a little bit earlier today, and I said, "What's going on here? This is crazy." And then I had to disconnect myself from it. I was getting too emotionally tapped into it, and thank God I just disconnected from it. I am very sorry that these things are happening, but I'm also staying away from conspiracy theories that are coming on TikTok with their conspiracy theories about this. I just don't want to go there too much.
Yes. I do have to say that your your video right now. Like you look like with your backdrop,
Yeah,
uh, you have kind of like a spooky backdrop right now. It's kind of cool.
it's actually supposed to be a spacey backdrop, not too spooky.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. My daughter got me that about a year ago, and I just exactly what I wanted, and I use it for the show on Saturday nights.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. I did send you an email a few days ago about some experiences that I've had. Um, um, there has been some footage. I've had footage up here in New Hampshire that I'd like to share with you.
Okay.
Uh, I did share it with you via email.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm unsure. My phone's being weird, so I'm unsure if I could share it tonight or pull
Yeah.
it up.
Let's wait till the morning. I mean, not the morning. Let's wait till tomorrow night, Sunday night.
Yeah, another
Yeah,
time.
you can definitely do it.
I have a lot to share, and it's pretty wild. There's some things that, like, if you would just see them and be like, oh wow. But yeah,
All right. And now I know the name is Josh.
yeah, it's Josh. It's I don't know why it's George. It's
You
Josh.
can actually go in your settings and change the name if you need to.
I keep trying to, and I don't know how.
Yeah. I might know how, but I'm too tired to figure it out right now. So there you
Yeah, same here.
go. Hey, Josh, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it again, everybody. I know everyone thought we were going off, but I did take one more person up here.
Yeah, awesome. Great talking to you, Commander.
You too. And we'll talk to everybody again tomorrow night on our regular encounter show. And this will be on my YouTube channel. We'll be downloading this between tonight and tomorrow. And everybody have a good weekend. It's not long enough as far as I'm concerned, but I love you all, and everybody have a great night. Do the meditations tonight, everybody.
You as well.
Everybody do a 30. It's a 30-minute meditation before going to sleep. I want you to operate in Christ consciousness, which means that you are saying in your internal consciousness, I am a Christed being of light. I wish to connect with my Christed star family only. You be very specific with it when you do these meditations. And as time goes on, I want people to give me some information if you had contact, if you made contact with your star family, wherever they are. All right, everybody. Josh, I call him Joshua. Josh,
Yeah.
I'm changing your name. Have a great night, everybody. Have a good morning and be well. Take care.
Have a good night, Commander. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see here.